everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features...
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Cushing coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the ground, this is Woodhead. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but the big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So 2nd and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run with Woodhead. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill letting one go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Brady now on first down. And his first look is incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Woodhead. He spins free, finding room to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Danny Woodhead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. Now Tannehill. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
the gun on third down. Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On play action, now Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Look at this spin.
Balance.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now it's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
In his third year now, here's the punter, Matt Darr, to kick this away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. They try again with Lewis. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Brady gives this one to Lewis. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Play action, now it's Brady. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A swing pass caught. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now here's Danny Woodhead. He and the offense gearing up to take the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now it's Woodhead. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. He'll drop it underneath for Woodhead. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. On first down, Tannehill caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again is Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit and gaining what he needs.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kevin White, as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
20.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Patriots are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Dolphins have looked good on the road, and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Now 1st and 10. Woodhead's going to look for a gap, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone as they go out in front, 10-0. Patriots on offense, first quarter winding down. Brady's going to complete the pass, and he'll be tackled at their own 48-yard line.
Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. He's got Sanu. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. So they're operating in the red zone. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Trent Cole from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They run. This is Lewis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Andre Branch in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
All right, partner, we just saw the 2nd interception of the game. against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Williams. And some room to roam now. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Tannehill now to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Williams. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. And Frank's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On play action, now Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady on the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady going to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. To throw is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to fire one deep. They've got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.